It's June 27th, 2021, and you know what that means. Yes, it's been 1 year of Thrift Store Bibles. And that is about as loud as we get on this channel. As you know, if you've been watching, I had this little noisemaker. My grandmother gave me this, years ago. Is that a little risque for a Bible channel? I hope not. I also hope nobody actually dresses like this for a party anymore. That would not be my style. But yes, anyways, it has been 1 year since I shared my first video, and I didn't know what I was doing, and I'm still learning, but I'm still here because of you. Thank you, all of you, for liking, sharing, watching, commenting on my videos, all of that. Anything you've done to support the channel, much appreciated. Thank you so much. I do this because I enjoy it. It's a hobby. It's fun, but it wouldn't be as much fun if nobody actually watched the videos or ever commented on them. So thank you. I want to give a big thanks to a few family, just a couple people I told about this when I started, who've been watching. Joe St. Egg Benedictus, thank you, sir. He's been watching this channel from early on. Not somebody I had known previously. Become a good friend and appreciate you watching and sending me some things. And yeah, big thank you. And Rachel K, thank you so much. She watches and comments on like every video. She's probably watching this right now on her treadmill. You've left some great comments, very informative. Thank you. And big thanks to Mrs. Thrift Store Bibles, who supports this and watches my videos and gives me feedback, sometimes discusses topics with me to give me some things to think about or some ideas on how to approach a subject. Thank you, love. All right, so I just want to take some time to thank some people and thank all of you for everything and watching. And let's talk a little bit about, so why do I do this channel? Well, about 2.5 years ago, I really started getting serious, like, hey, I need to read my Bible. Like, I'd been back in the church for years, but I was never a big Bible reader. And I realized I really need to get serious about reading my Bible. So I did, and I have been, and I'm still reading. And, I'm a computer guy, kind of a techie guy. I like to understand how things work, and I really got an interest in all the different Bible translations and why we have them and text criticism and those sorts of things. And I know so very little about those topics, believe me. But I got very interested in it and have done a little reading and learning, and it's been fun. And I realized I was getting to a point where I had things I wanted to say and share. So I did. So I thought, well, I'll make a channel and start doing that. I didn't want to do a channel like reviewing new Bibles because there's a lot of those out there already, and there's a lot of good ones. I like Bible Buying Guide, Randy Brown. Tim Wildsmith's another one. There's a lot of good channels for that kind of thing. I wanted to do something different. I was really inspired by R. Grant Jones. If you've seen his channel, you know he does very detailed, very methodical reviews of Bibles, some new, but also some old, some I wouldn't know about, except I had seen him talk about them. I think like the New English Bible, I have one. I bought it because I was at a library sale and I thought, oh, I saw Dr. Jones review that. Would not know about it if it hadn't been for him. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do something a little different, very, a little niche maybe. And I thought, why not kind of focus it around thrift store Bibles? So, and part of that too was inspired by, I had some thrift store Bibles. So move this out of the way, set some things down here. You hear my chair creaking. This video is going to be a little less polished. But yeah, these are some I had that I did a video on this old paperback NIV, and I'm hoping to do a video one of these days on the Living Bible, because I think that's a really interesting topic, and it was such a popular Bible in its time, paraphrase of the Bible. I recently acquired a nice copy of the green kind of standard version of it. Got that for free. Again, at a Goodwill. So that was a nice deal. But that kind of inspired me, and I've done other kinds of videos over the last year. It hasn't been all thrift store Bibles. I've done new Bibles. I've done other things. I just did a video on the updated edition of the NRSV, which has had a lot of views and feedback, and that's been wonderful. I appreciate it because I spent a lot of hours researching, reading, and then actually recording it and editing it. It was a lot of work. So thank you. Thank you to all of you who shared something on that or gave it a like. My most popular video over the last year, which surprised me, has been a video I did on the Pocket Gideon New Testaments. Over 1,000 views, a lot of likes. I'm glad it's been well received. I'm hoping to do another one soon. I've got this another Pocket Gideon Bible here. This one has some hymns and popular songs in it, or well, popular hymns, I should say. So I want to review that because none of the other ones I looked at had that feature. This was something Mrs. Thrift Store Bibles found when she was unpacking. We moved 2 years ago and we're still unpacking. Anyways, so yeah, it's been a good run with the channel, and I've tried to improve things over time. You've noticed if you've been around, my videos are becoming a little more polished. I'm editing pretty much all of them now. I used to just kind of record and upload. I got a better microphone. I think it makes it sound better. Whether anyone notices or not, who knows? But I do have I'm a geek, so I love this kind of stuff, and I got involved with a church tech team for a while and got into all that kind of stuff. So there's the fancy, you can see the signal lighting every time I talk, my little control unit for my microphone and everything. One of these days when I kind of refine everything I'm doing, I'll do a video on my setup, but yeah, it's been fun. I'm looking forward to continuing to improve things and bring you some great videos. I think I will probably start doing more infrequent videos at some point and really just putting more time into doing less frequent but more developed videos. So I'll still try to do some short ones here and there too. So yeah, the last thing I wanted to share in this video is just talk about some of the Bibles and things I hope to do reviews and videos of in the future. And if there's any that jump out at you, let me know, and maybe I will prioritize those. I just mentioned that Gideon Bible, of course, the Living Bible. I want to do a video on that someday. I'm going to set these aside. Try not to bump anything. My office is not huge, so it's a little tight. This is something I picked up several months ago at a thrift store. I forget what I paid for this one, but yeah, kind of interesting. Pocket Bible, although it's really not what I would call a pocket Bible. I just set that Gideon one down. Yeah, obviously much bigger than that. But it's neat. It's based on the King James. It's an old paperback, and it looks so cool and just the kind of thing you don't see every day. So I'm looking forward to reviewing this. I want to take some time to look through it and research it a bit more before I do that. So I've mentioned not too long ago, this is going to be in a review soon. I've been working on it. The Teen Study Bible. This is a 1993 edition that I had as a teen. This is actually becoming one of the hardest videos I've done. I've recorded it twice and I'm still not happy with it. There's some kind of like, what they call these Dear Sam letters inside for like advice for teenagers on some kind of difficult topics. And I'm really working to make sure I address these things respectfully and intelligently and treat them with respect, because there's some touchy areas in there. The other thing I didn't know until very recently, this thrift or this Christian book catalog came in, and lo and behold, they still publish this Bible. It's a little different. It's been updated some since 1993, but when I previewed it on Christian Book's website, there's still some of the same material. So now I'm realizing when I review this, it's actually still kind of relevant because it's still available. And it's honestly, I don't think it's very good. So that's the other thing. I want to treat it respectfully, but I just don't think it's a very good study Bible. So yeah, I've been hesitating for a while to do that, but it will be coming soon. And hopefully I won't upset anyone in the process. It just feels very kind of like touchy to do a negative review of a Bible. Although it's not the Bible, it's the supplemental materials that I'm addressing. I'm looking through my stack of books and Bibles I wanted to show. I forgot I was going to share. This was my favorite find from last year. This is a Cambridge Pocket KJV. I did a video on this very recently, so you can find that pretty easily. But I just loved it because despite its small size, look at all that. Center column references, so much material, big concordance in the back. You can watch that video, but that was a really cool find, and it was free. So, hey, that's awesome. I'd like to do some more kind of personal videos. Those are always challenging for me, but I did one last year on my journey reading the Bible a little bit. I'm hoping to do one on, this is a Book of Common Prayer. This is Canadian edition. This was sent to me by St. Eggs. I've also got this. This is a 1928 Book of Common Prayer, the American version. My grandmother, the same grandmother who gave me that noisemaker, she passed away just a month, 2 months ago. I was gone I didn't post any videos for about a month, and that was part of why. It just did not feel like it. It was a rough time. But I had this with me a couple times when I went to see her, and it was just a huge help. And I've mentioned before, I love the Book of Common Prayer. I'm not Anglican, never have been, but there's so much value in here. I love it, and it served our family well in a time of very deep need, in a time when we needed to find the words to pray in a difficult situation. And I'm glad I had it with me. It was just one of those things, like I'm about to head out, and I thought, let me grab this, and I'm glad I did. So I'll talk about that in a video someday. See what else we got on the stack here. I've been working through this commentary on Samuel. I really kind of started getting into commentaries this year. I might talk about that in a video when I finish it. I'm still working on it. Trying to find places to set stuff down. There we go. I did a review of this a few months ago. This is a reference edition of the NASB from Creation House. It is I forget, 1971 or 73. Whatever the first year was they released the whole NASB. Predates the 77 kind of version that was final till 1995. But I could have done a better job on that video, so I'm going to do it again someday, because that's a really neat Bible. It deserves a better video. Been meaning for a while to do a video on the Life Application Study Bible. I've got a couple of the older editions. This is an NIV, and then I think I showed you before, I recently picked up the NRSV edition, which I was pretty excited to find a good copy of. Do that one of these days. I've got a couple newer Bibles I've been wanting to review. This is one I've thought about doing for a while, the Word on Fire Bible. I got it's just the Gospels, but I got the paperback edition. It's kind of a, what do I want to call this? Like a kind of a, it's a Catholic publisher, Catholic organization that kind of trying to, really use the Bible for evangelism. And it's really beautiful. There's a lot of nice artwork in here. Trying to find an example. You usually don't have to look too hard. There's something. So the paperback edition sells for $30, but I got it at Half Price Books for $15, so that's why I ended up buying it. My wife really has been interested in checking that out. Likes the style of that. Last thing, I'm going to review one of these days, and it's going to take me some time to put everything together because there's a lot I could say, but I had become aware of these Norton critical editions of the King James Bible. It's a very interesting book. It's 2 volumes. This is the New Testament and Apocrypha volume. There's also the Old Testament volume. You see how it's huge. It's the Bible plus a lot of material related to it. And you can get both volumes. I think I paid $40 for the full set. It is a lot of material for $40. I was really quite amazed by it, but I became aware of it because Robert Alter had a review of it and spoke very highly of it. So yeah, I've found some useful things in it already. It is a very, critical edition though at times. Wow. Even I use some Bibles, study Bibles and commentaries that are a little more on the critical side. I think there's some things in here that made even me go, wow. But yeah, I'll do a review of that one of these days. So, okay. So I think I've talked enough. This is a very long video, but yeah, I just wanted to do something a little more kind of freehand talk, share some things, and say thank you for all your support. It's been fun. I look forward to continuing to do videos and hearing from you and talking with people about the Bible and translations and that sort of thing. So yeah, thank you all. I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless. And if you're not already subscribed and any of this sounds good, you want to see it, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. We'll see you for the next one.